20 things that you can do in Branson that are either free or almost free in 2026. I can give you the breakdown of all the things that we did that aren't going to break your bank. I'm Lori, my husband Carl and I are over 60-year-olds. We don't want to have a boring retirement, and I plan on posting lots of things that we are up to, but let's get to it. Let me share with you 20 free or almost free things that you can do in Branson in 2026. Number 1, check out some of those marinas. There are beautiful boats, which we love to look at, but also you can fish right in there in the area. You can take your lawn chair, sit on the docks that are there, just enjoy nature and the beautiful Table Rock Lake. So that was number 1, and that was absolutely free. So we came down this little fishing dock.
I'm not jumping though.
I'm gonna push Carl, I think. I will video if I push him, except I'm afraid he'd grab me on the way over the edge.
We're both going in.
Yeah, we're both going in, he said.
For sure.
So we were sitting right up there on that little blue swing, that little swing right up in there. Where is it? There it is. Number 2. I went and got a cup. That was totally free. This is from Branson.com, and I'm not promoting them. I don't have a link for them or anything like that. When they said you could get this for free, that's what I did. And they said it's not a timeshare, but some kind of presentation that they wanted us to go to. They were not pushy at all. I said, no, really, all I want is that cup. And they gave me this awesome free cup. So that was number 1. No, that was number 2. Numbers are hard. The third thing we did that was totally free was we went down into downtown Branson, into the old town, and we walked around the town. There's so much to see down there. Of course, Dick's Five and Dime, but there's also the Centennial Museum. And I have a couple of fun pictures here of things that were inside of there. But we learned so much about Branson. After all these years living in Oklahoma, we've been to Branson probably 30 times. This trip, we decided we want to try things that we had never done before, things that we could share with you guys. Right after we went to the Centennial Museum, we headed over to the Shepherd of the Hills fish hatchery. So that was number 4. Don't forget to grab your quarters because you get to feed the fish. Oh my gosh, all those fish, thousands of them coming up when you feed them, that's worth it to me. They have a whole new visitor center. Gorgeous and high-tech. There's interactive displays for the kids. There's lots of things to look at. Things have changed a little bit. It's definitely much bigger, and the building has been totally renovated. It's super nice on the inside now. They are working alive in there. And then when you start walking away, they calm down. These are well-trained fish. Number 5 free thing to do while you are in Branson is right there at the hatchery. You just take the little walkway down to the Taneycomo, just below the Table Rock Dam. And it is beautiful. There was a lot of people fishing there. We didn't have our fishing license, but it was gorgeous. Check out these videos. We walked down from the fish hatchery to see the Taneycomo River. There's a few people fishing using fly rods, I believe. We did see several trout in the water, some really big ones. We saw one guy pull one out of the water, the guy in the light color down there, in the middle of the screen. So peaceful and beautiful here. There's some little trails. Now this may not be free or near free, but for the amount of food that you get, you could share this. This is Billy Gale's. We always have to come to one of our favorite restaurants here in Branson. It's this Billy Gale's, and it's, for us, it's a breakfast place. Really awesome atmosphere here. Carl has sloppy biscuits, and I have the French toast. So we're about to dig in. Number 7, right after we got finished with Billy Gale's, it was time to walk off some of those pancakes and biscuits. And we did the waterfall trails. Oh my gosh, the waterfall trail was beautiful. It was very easy. Check out these videos to see if it is for you. 100% free. Definitely really pretty back in here. We're not very far down the trail, and it's just all covered. I can't imagine what it's going to look like in the summer. It's definitely a path a lot of people have traveled because it is well worn down. We've come up on our first little waterfall of the day. I guess there's more than one. We didn't realize that. But it is gorgeous. still headed towards the waterfall, but there's just so many spots to stop and take video and pictures because it's just so peaceful. So it looks like we have found it. It's a little over a half a mile down into here. And there's actually two waterfalls. This is the bigger one over here. Then there's a little bit of a smaller one over here. Definitely worth the time to walk back in here. Certainly it was an easy hike. Just a lot of roots and rocks to kind of navigate over. Now we came up to the top of the waterfall. And I don't know what else to say. It's just incredible. Look at it. So I was just saying about the roots that are along this path. You just have to pay a lot of attention. Just kind of hard while I'm videoing, but I wanted you to see it because it's cool, but could trip somebody up if they weren't paying attention, like sometimes I am. We woke up this morning, decided we were going to go try out this other trail that they definitely told us was harder, but we wanted to see for ourselves if we could do this. It was almost the end of me. It's a little more difficult than I am used to, but we're just in retirement. It's time to get moving. So this one was called the Lakeside Forest Waterside Trail. There are 300 and some steps down to the water. It was beautiful, and there were some helpful employees that helped us get back on track. You're about to see us get lost. This is the Lakeside Forest Wilderness Trail, and a lot more traveled than the one that we went on yesterday as far as it's got gravel and not so many roots. I'm glad Carl's with me because I get lost so easy. I don't know if I'd ever find my way out of here. Hopefully he's paying attention. Are you leaving breadcrumbs?
Maybe.
The descent has begun. There's 315 steps down. And guess what? 315 steps back up. That's the part I'm definitely dreading. But it should lead down to the water. This is like a warning sign. Stop now or keep going down. We've left the steps now. We're not to the bottom. This is halfway, not even halfway, a third of the way, just after that warning sign. And it turns into more of this rocky, rooty path. Making a bend here. I like that there's handrails. I prefer the areas with handrails. I feel more secure. Because I'm slower, Carl just keeps getting the opportunity to sit down. What's up with that? When do I get to sit down?
Kind of like snow skiing.
Yeah, he says kind of like when we go snow skiing, he's always waiting on me. Well, we haven't been snow skiing in a lot of years. We made it down to the bottom, and here is the Taneycomo. It is super still. There's just not any breeze blowing hardly across the water. Look at the reflection on the water. And that's gorgeous. Carl is giving me the side eye because of what this sign says, and we are unsure if Lolly can do this. We're about to find out. We decided to walk this Ridgeway trail so that I wouldn't have to try to do the 300 stairs. We'll see if this was a good decision or not. My legs are shaking from the stairs. Yeah, I need to exercise a lot more. So far, this is much better. Even with the danger warnings, we'll see. First thing happens is we have to come back and do the stairs. Yikes, I don't want to do that. We just came up on this sign and some people who are coming from that direction, from this direction. And they said that it does dead end down here, but there is a trail that goes up to the upper trail that leads you back to the parking lot. So we're gonna give it a try. More stairs. At least they have handrails on these stairs. I much prefer that. And they're not uneven. Okay, this is what we're about to trek through, try to get up to the other side. Right over in there. Carl's making it look really easy. Mountain Goat Carl. Whew, those are the stairs we were on just a little while ago. Well, just a few minutes ago. Thank goodness we ran into a staff member who showed us the best way to get up here out of that bowl. Can look down on it. That is where we came from. Retirement, baby. We're having a great time. Literally doing things we've never done before. We did an accidental detour, went way up here, climbed all the way up to the top of that, and the staff member came back and said, you went the wrong way. So now we've come back down it, which was a little harder for me than going up, actually. Found this cave. Now we're gonna go up this way, over here. Number 10, right after we got off that difficult trail, we went to the Creation Museum. Now, there wasn't a lot of opportunity to take pictures inside of here because we were with a small group of maybe 6 people, but the premise of it, and they did it very well, they show you how science and the Bible really do line up. They break some of the myths. They give you verbiage that you can talk to people who don't understand why there are many different thought processes about creation. I would definitely highly recommend this for your family. Then we headed over to the Tanger outlet malls, and yeah, you could go broke in there, but it is a free place to walk around if you're a window shopper like we are, if you just like to see what's new out there, if you want to just get in out of the heat, if you're going in the summertime in Branson. The Tanger outlet mall has some great deals and has a lot of variety, but beware, you could go broke, but it is free just to take a look. Okay, I believe I'm on number 11. I may have got my numbers a little mixed up there before, but oh well. Next thing we did was we hopped in the car and we went to Eureka Springs. Eureka Springs is a little over an hour from the condo that we were staying at, so not a hard drive at all. We stopped at Quigley's Castle. Now, this place was, for me, a highlight of the trip because it's very eclectic, very odd, and it's the life passion that you're seeing of a woman from 80 years ago who covered her house in rocks. I'm talking little rocks, large rocks, huge rocks. I mean, she loved all things rocks. And so this was fantastic for me. I absolutely loved it. My husband really even enjoyed it. It did cost $10 a person, but for us, 100% worth it. Check this out. This is the Quigley Castle near Eureka Springs, Arkansas. And Elise Quigley loved rocks, spent her lifetime collecting rocks. Did you see all these pots that she made? One by one. Just quite the work of art. She placed every rock on this house that she collected over time, and now people pay to come and see what she did. It's pretty impressive. The lady who designed it 80 some years ago left the dirt so that she could grow plants all the way around the interior of the house. This is just the living room. We've just walked into the front room and there's just so much to look at. This was what it looks like when you come in the back door into the kitchen. So we got this giant cactus growing right here in the house. And the kitchen is more modern. We're gonna go up those stairs right there in just a sec. I thought it would smell weird and musty in here, but they have some kind of fragrance going. I think probably to keep it from smelling like dirt. I don't know. I really expected it to smell like dirt. This is like maybe a formal living room right off the other living room. I don't know what's going on in here, if there's crabs or something down in here. Oh, this is in the corner of the living room next to more plants and dirt. Came up the stairs into the bedrooms. The family actually still lives here. We met the great-granddaughter outside here with the parakeets just flying around here. Probably pooping on everything, I would think. You can look down into the plant areas here. I wonder how they water them. I guess they just pour it in there, maybe. You can see the great-granddaughter out there in that green dress and that hat. She's the tour guide. She lives here. Another bedroom. Oh my. It's called the butterfly walls. Wow. Well, this is really something. It's the third bedroom. Beautiful quilts on every bed, though. Just more of her collection. Down the stairs, there's arrowheads and spearheads and one beautiful quilt. Came down this pathway that has all kinds of rock structures, and we get to this where it says toilet. T-O-L-E-T. That's terrible. I'm making fun of their spelling, but I am. Anyway, there's a door here. Welcome to the toilet, the outhouse back in the day, evidently. I don't know if this is original, but it does have rock all over, so I bet it is. She made these bottle trees. She was just quite the collector, wasn't she? It's pretty amazing. Amazing and eclectic and odd. This is called the most unusual residence in Eureka Springs or in Arkansas, something like that. It's called Quigley's Castle. $10. I mean, we feel like it was a great deal to come see all this. She covered this bird bath. There's this little rock wall all the way around the property, and inside there was some information on it. It said that she spent 50 years laying the rock for this rock wall. It goes around the property. She'd try to do 1 row a day. Oh my gosh. Just so much work. But yeah, she just loved it. So we're just looking at how she placed these rocks. That she has the large, like a lot of quartz rocks down here. And then it looks like she did little squares all the way up. When you go in close, you're gonna see marbles and glass, not only rocks. Going all the way to the eaves. Number 12 is we walked around Eureka Springs. Of course, no charge to walk around Eureka Springs. Look at it. It is an awesome little city. There's a lot of shopping, great places to eat. We just ate at the Mud Street Cafe. It was super good. I'll turn and let you see. There was that guy. He follows me everywhere. Cool little city. Oh my goodness, and there's just several streets like this. We got a map and we started looking for the springs, and our goal was to find as many springs as possible, but the rain did move in. Check out the springs that we did find. We came up to start trying to find all the springs here in Eureka Springs. This is Basin Spring. Right there in the center where that fountain is, that's the water coming up from the spring. I don't know what the egg's doing. There's live music right here. 2 guys are playing. It's a glimpse of more of the downtown from a different perspective. Looks like it's about to rain on us. I don't think we'll get to make all of the springs. We would love to come here and spend a week. This has been a really great stop, great trip. More stairs. You know, I love stairs. I mentioned it yesterday. I'm not a stair lover. Went all the way up the stairs and it led to a housing addition. So we came back down and here is the spring. This is the Sweet Spring. But it is beginning to thunder and sprinkle, so we're headed back to the car. So number 13 on the list, we did this on our way back from Eureka Springs, and that is the Thorn Crown Chapel. My goodness, it's gorgeous. A beautiful chapel out in the woods, such a peaceful feeling inside the chapel, and it is also free. Number 14, and that was the Dewy Chort Convention Center. Carl was not fired up about doing this at all, but I had read about it and it looked really interesting, and it did not disappoint. It's right there on Table Rock, and it gives you a lot of history of the dam. It gives you the history of the area and of the animals and the native people, the floods. So you're going to learn a lot. It is 100% free, and there were super people working there. They're very friendly. There was a movie that was, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes long, very informative, and we really loved it. The Dewey Short Visitor Center that tells us all about the dam. It's right on Table Rock, right out that window. But it also has several exhibits on wildlife. Some red fox and a white-tailed deer. This is a boat from back when they called it the bull boat. So it's safe passage for people ferrying children and elderly across the water. I don't know, it's just really impressive. Looks like a giant turtle shell, really. And this is how they move their stuff around after the flood or across the water. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
The Branson and Hollister areas are suffering from yet another flood on the White River.
But wouldn't it be cool to see that one? We did see one. We saw one flying across the water. It was beautiful. That was a couple days ago. This is the upper observation deck. And there's the chateau and the lake. Really beautiful up here. Again, you can see how clear that water is in the shallower areas. So we just went into the Dewey Short Visitor Center. We didn't realize what a big attraction it is, obviously, much bigger than we realized. And Carl was not fired up, but Carl, how was it?
It was really good.
What was that?
It was really good.
Was I right?
You're right.
Okay. Yeah, definitely something you'd want to come see. Number 15 are the walking trails all around the Table Rock Lake. I think it's like 2 miles long. It's right there as you leave the Dewey Short Visitor Center. You just get on that concrete pathway. Super peaceful walk, beautiful lake. We saw lots of people taking advantage of it. They're riding bikes, e-bikes, pushing strollers, playing in the water. I mean, there was a lot of families as well as people our age that were enjoying that area. So we took that trail. So there's a hike around the lake right off of the Dewey Short Visitor Centers. 2 miles long. We're not going to do all of that.
We might.
Uh-oh, Carl just said we might. What was that, Carl?
No, I doubt it.
He said, no, I doubt it. But it's paved, really pretty. Looks like it's going to be pretty simple. That's probably good for me right now. My legs are still sore from all the climbing the other day. Number 16 was attached to those trails, and we just came out into a parking lot on one of these trails, and it was the parking lot of the Silver Dollar City Branson Showboat. And we got to see the showboat leave, but mostly we were enjoying the beautiful flowers and gardens and gazebos. Check this out. It was gorgeous. So we were walking along the trail by the Dewey Short Visitor Center and followed it through the woods over to here. And we came into the parking lot of the Branson Belle boat. And they had this beautiful park. They had these cool little covered bridges. Gorgeous park. So we just heard them blow the horn that it was time to be on the boat because they were headed out. If we were gonna splurge, yeah, this would be one we would splurge on.
Oh, yeah.
On most trips we do a couple of splurge things because it's just what we do. We like to do a couple of the big things in an area, but since this is our very first trip since retirement and we have a huge Europe trip coming up, we decided going to keep it simple and inexpensive this trip. And we have still had an amazing time here in Branson for really not much money at all, mostly just food. Here's number 17, and that is the trout docks. You can go down the trout docks and just see how beautiful it is on the Taneycomo. Where we went was Scotty's Trout Dock. I don't get anything for this. He's got boats for rent there. But one of the people that were working at the Dewey Short Center told us about an eagle's nest. You know, crazy animal lady. I was all over it. Oh my gosh, I was flat fired up. We went down to the Scotty's Trout Dock, which is in downtown Branson, right off of the landing. I don't know if we were actually talking to Scotty or to someone else, but he was a super friendly guy, and he pointed out the eagle's nest, but it was actually across the Taneycomo. So he showed us the road. He said, go over there and you can get right under the nest, very close, and watch it. So we were all over it. Check this out.
So here we are down on Scotty's Trout Dock, and the nest,
because it is far away over there, but it's in a tree. You're just going to see a huge clumpy thing. That is the nest. But he has told us a better way to see it is to go
across this bridge that's right over here, then go to the City of Hollister Park that is just right over there beyond that campground, I think.
Yeah, that's where the tree is.
That's where the tree sits. So we're headed over there so we can get a better shot of it. But it's super nice of him to help us.
And I don't want to leave this out. Number 18, right there by Scotty's, free docks. I mean, there was no signs on them. You could go take your family out on this dock. I don't think you could swim from there, but you could definitely fish from there. Super nice. Check it out. It's free.
We were driving through the campground that's right here by Scotty's Trout Dock. And these little docks that are sitting out, these are fishing docks, they're sitting out into the water, are no charge from what we can see, and there's no signs on it. People are just out here enjoying it, fishing, and just enjoying the beautiful evening. So another free thing to do here in Branson. Of course, I guess it wouldn't be completely free because you do have to buy your fishing license. You would not want to get caught without the fishing license.
Number 19, watch the eagle's nest. We went and we got as close as we felt like we could still get good pictures. We didn't want to get right under it because we would get no pictures. And oh my gosh, one of the parent eagles came and check this out. We got some beautiful shots, even though we didn't have a fancy camera. It was just our cell phone, but you can see that eagle. And you can see the babies in the background. Ah! I loved it. It was fantastic. And seeing one of the smaller birds, it'll stand up and kind of flap its wings. Oh, there's the eagle.
Oh, right, you can see it good.
There's the eagle, guys. It's starting to rain here. We're sitting out here watching the eagle in the rain. Oh my goodness. That's incredible. Number 20, free music in Branson. That is not something I thought I would ever hear of, but I Googled it. There it was, Lake Vibes. It's literally attached to a quick stop. And they have food there, they have drinks there, and a live band. I think they have different live bands at different times. It was very local. I mean, people seemed to know each other. The band that was playing would call out their friends that were there in the audience. So it was a very local vibe, and they were super talented. So check out Lake Vibes. Sometimes during the week, they also have karaoke and other things going on. Bree.
So we came over here to Lake Vibes.
Saturday night, April, perfect weather to get outdoors, just outdoor day, free entertainment.
I'll drink my beer in the evening and sing a little bit of these working man.
It's an awesome time. 10 other things that you can do in Branson that are free or almost free that your family will love and enjoy. Branson Landing, it has a water show. I think it's every hour or thereabouts. And it's, water shooting up and fire shooting up, and it's fantastic and super fun. They also have music that goes with that as well. Dolly Parton at the Dixie Stampede. You can go in there and look at their horses at the stables. There are certain times. Just go to their website, check that out so that you can take your kids to go see the horses. They are gorgeous. Moonshine Beach. This is an amazing deal to me. You pay $5 and you can take a carload of people for $5 to go to the beach, spend the day, take your food with you, take your chairs with you, take your towels, enjoy the water, enjoy the sunshine in Branson. Branson Aquaplex, and that was a bunch of pools and slides and stuff, and that is $7 each. Look that up, Branson Aquaplex. For $7, you can't beat that. Another awesome thing to do that's not going to break the bank is to go check out Dice and Dine board games, and you can play board games there. They have the pictures, they have walls of board games, things I've never heard of. Carl was not into that too much, so we didn't get to do that, but as something I would definitely do with my grandkids. So July, when it's hot, we may be doing that. 1984 arcade room. It's a game room with a whole bunch of old-time arcade games. He also was not into that, so $12 a day sounds like a deal to me. I would love to do that. Just try all kinds of arcade games. The College of the Ozarks. Oh my gosh. We love going to the College of the Ozarks. We didn't go this time because we've been several times before. You can walk the grounds, beautifully manicured grounds. You can see what jobs the kids are doing. You can buy some plants there if you want. You can buy some of their artwork. You can buy ice cream that is fantastic. Ice cream you can also eat there. We have eaten there several times. It is pricey, but it is a splurge that just might be worth it for you and your family if you are looking for amazing fresh food. So that's at the College of the Ozarks. The food is called the Keeter Center. So look up the Keeter Center, Keeter. The museum there. Oh my gosh, the museum there is beautiful. Huge museum. We spent hours there the last time that we went to the museum, and it has all kinds of memorabilia about Branson, about Missouri, about the area. Check out that for only $8. $8. I mean, these are prices you're just not seeing. To be able to do anything entertaining in Branson is going to cost you $50, it seems like, but it doesn't have to. Just do these things because you will have a memorable, incredible trip. The Branson Boardwalk behind the aquarium is free. The aquarium is not free, and we did take our grandkids there one time. That was super fun, but the boardwalk behind there is free. Geocaching. Have you ever geocached? We have. We love it. It's so fun. You go and you find hidden treasures that other geocachers have put out into the wilderness or behind something, and you are given clues to go find it. So it's like a treasure hunt. You have the app on your phone, Geocache, put that app on your phone, and then just start finding treasures. That's a ball. And then there's so many parks in Branson. They are 100% free that you can take your kids to. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed this. I'll try to put some links below. I just want you to get out and have adventures and don't let your finances hold you back, especially if you're our age and concerned about that retirement dollar, but don't want to just sit around and watch TV. Get out and do stuff. You can. Look for those things that are low cost and free. You'll still have an absolute ball. So let me know in the comments below which ones you've tried, which ones, even if you know of things that I did not list here, please put that in the comments below. I would love to know that. Till next time.